Yeah, the big one.
You really love me!
Cardi B's emotions went wild after Stefon Diggs dropped a jaw-dropping $50 million surprise that had the whole entertainment world losing it. The move, already dubbed the most expensive romantic gesture of 2025, left fans speechless.
This man got me in a castle. I'm talking a real castle.
This shit remind me of a movie.
You sit all the way over at the end while I stare at you.
Look how beautiful. This man is so adventurous. He got us in a fucking castle. Like, look at this. Like, I can't believe we're staying in some place like this. This is insane. Gee. Child, look at the toilet, child. Ooh. This is the toilet. This is where I'm gonna take the royal shit. And this is where I'm gonna wash my royal hiney.
But it was Cardi's reaction that truly stole the spotlight. For days, she'd been quiet. No live rants, no cryptic posts, no shade at all. She claimed she was just focused. But behind closed doors, she was stressing hard about her future with Stefon. Rumors swirled about arguments, distance, and trust. Then, boom, at 2:47 a.m., her phone buzzed. A text from Stefon read, "Wear something elegant. Be ready by 7 p.m. Don't ask questions." Her heart dropped. Was this the end or the beginning of something huge? Cardi slipped into a white silk gown, hands trembling as a black car arrived to pick her up.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's... Ron, I almost shitted my baby out. Oh, my God. What is this, honey? Oh, my God. Woo. My stomach hurt. My vagina hurt.
Look.
Ah! Ah! Good. Oh, my...
The driver stayed silent the entire time, and soon she realized they weren't just driving across the city. They were leaving New York completely. When the car stopped, she stepped out to see a private jet glowing with rose petals, fairy lights, and a massive banner reading, "For Belcalis." She froze. Stefon had rented an entire jet just for her. A flight attendant handed her a gold-sealed envelope that said, "Just trust me, Stefon." Inside, the plane was empty except for candles, slow music, and a voice recording of him saying, "I know you've been hurting, but tonight I want to show you how much you mean to me." Cardi gasped, whispering, "Oh my God, what is he doing?" When the jet finally landed, she realized they weren't just on vacation. They were in the Bahamas, on a private island she'd never even heard of. When Cardi stepped off the jet, Stefon Diggs was standing there, looking sharp in a tailored suit, holding a small velvet box. But that wasn't even the real shocker. Behind him were 5 massive objects hidden under black covers. He took her hand and said, "I didn't come into your life to play, Cardi. I came to protect you, love you, and give you what nobody ever gave."
No, I'm just really scared. Like, my stomach hurts.
Then, snap! He signaled the staff. The covers dropped, and Cardi gasped so hard she almost collapsed. In front of her stood a $12 million oceanfront mansion built in her favorite Caribbean modern style. Next to it, a $6 million recording studio named Belcalis Sound House. Then came a $3 million wardrobe villa displaying all her most iconic looks like a fashion museum. But it didn't stop there. He revealed a $19 million luxury yacht called Forever Belcalis, and finally a $10 million trust fund set up for her and her kids. $50 million! All for her! Cardi, usually the loudest in any room, went completely silent. Tears streamed down her face nonstop as Stefon wiped them himself, whispering, "You deserve safety. You deserve peace. You deserve to be put first. Let them talk. I just want you here with me." Cardi broke down, shaking as she cried into his chest. "Why would you do this for me?" she sobbed. His voice cracked. "Because you've been hurt your whole life, and I want to be the first man who loves you with no conditions."
You guys meet? How could you tell there was something there?
Yeah, I thought he was cute. I was like, oh, he gotta be mine.
So did you reach out to him or you just ran into him
No,
somewhere?
you're not supposed to reach out to a man.
Oh, you follow the rules like I do. I follow that 90s book.
I know.
So did he reach out to you or how did you guys meet?
It was like mutual friends.
Mutual friends set you up? Okay. And so what's life like together? Tell me a little more.
It's more like life is more like an expression. It's more like this. The impression is.
Would you ever get married again?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'll get married again.
Yeah, you
Yes.
believe in love.
I believe in love. I'm like a hopeless romantic.
I love that. Okay.
When clips leaked online, fans went wild. Twitter exploded with "Stefon Diggs just dropped $50 million on Cardi B" memes. TikTok was flooded with edits of her crying on the island. Even Rihanna commented, "This is wild. She deserves happiness." And Offset, he liked one post, then unliked it 2 minutes later, sending the internet into pure chaos. Later that night, under the glow of the moon on Stefon's yacht, things got real. Cardi looked at him with teary eyes and whispered, "I'm scared, Steph. I'm scared to trust again." He held her hands tight and said softly, "Then let me earn it. Every day. Not with money, but with patience, effort, and love." She broke down again, but this time it wasn't pain. It was relief, like someone finally saw the real her.
Oh my God, this bitch is bad!
Then came the twist nobody expected. Cardi decided to stay on the island for 4 days with Stefon, completely off the grid. When she finally reappeared online, she posted just 3 words: "He loves me. For real." No makeup, no glam, just her red, puffy eyes from crying. The post blew up instantly. Headlines screamed, "Stefon Diggs redefines modern love," and fans said, "Cardi finally found someone who sees her heart." In the end, Stefon didn't buy her love. He gave her what she'd been craving for years: security, loyalty, and peace. Her tears weren't about the $50 million. They were about finally feeling protected, chosen, understood, and genuinely loved. For Cardi B, that moment meant more than any mansion or yacht ever could. And just like that, a new chapter began. One where love wasn't about fame or money, but about finally being seen for who she truly is. Nobody saw it coming. A move that would shake the entertainment world to its core. For weeks, Stefon Diggs had been acting different. Quiet, focused, and distant. Even his teammates noticed. He'd stay late after practice, take secret phone calls, and leave the facility in tinted SUVs instead of his usual flashy rides. Something big was brewing, and only he knew what. On the other side, Cardi B felt it in her gut. She told her sister Hennessy one night, "He acting weird, like he hiding something." Hennessy laughed and said, "Maybe he planning something for you, sis." But Cardi shook her head, whispering, "Nah, this energy different." And she was right, more right than she could have imagined. Behind the scenes, Stefon had been building a $50 million surprise, not just a gift, but a life-changing investment meant to secure Cardi, her kids, and her entire future.
What you got? How's the newborn? He's great. He is cute. He's cute. He's a real cutie. He gonna bag all the hoes. My son gonna bag all the hoes. Both of them though. For real. Both of them are just super cute. I love them. And I got 2 boys and 2 girls. Ain't that super cute?
Lawyers, banks, and developers had been working nonstop for months to make it happen. This wasn't about showing off. It was about love, loyalty, and forever. Then came the night that changed everything. Cardi had just wrapped a long shoot in LA, makeup half off, hair wrapped in a silk bonnet, ready to crash for the night. Suddenly, her assistant burst in, breathless. "Cardi, Steph sent a jet. He said it's urgent. You gotta come now." Cardi frowned. "Urgent for what?" The assistant shrugged. He said, "You'll see when you get there." Cardi didn't like surprises, but something in her heart told her to go. Within an hour, she was on a private jet headed to an undisclosed location. When the plane finally landed, everything was dark. No paparazzi, no flashing lights, just silent security waiting. Cardi stepped out in a black hoodie, confused and nervous, having no clue her entire world was about to change. Cardi blinked in confusion as a sleek black Sprinter van rolled up beside her. The driver stepped out and said calmly, "Ms. Almanzar, he's waiting for you." No explanations, just that. They drove for nearly an hour along a dark, empty coastline until the road opened up to a massive iron gate. When it lifted, Cardi gasped. Behind it stood a brand new 40-acre private waterfront estate she'd never seen before. In the center of the driveway stood Stefon Diggs, dressed in all black, serious, not smiling, not playing it up for the cameras. Cardi stepped out slowly, her voice shaking. "Steph, what is this? Why am I here?" He took a deep breath, walked toward her, and gently took her hand. "Come inside," he whispered. And they walked through the marble halls until they reached the glass atrium glowing under chandelier light. Then Stefon stopped, pulled something from his pocket, and handed it to her. It wasn't a ring, it was a folder. Cardi frowned, opened it, and froze. Her hands started shaking, her heart pounding so loud she could barely breathe. "Steph, what is this? What am I looking at?" He looked her straight in the eyes and said, "It's yours." Inside were documents showing a full transfer of ownership, the entire $50 million estate, the land, the royalties, and a $10 million trust for her kids, all in her name. Not shared, not partial, 100% hers. Cardi's breath caught. "Stefon, why would you do this? Why me?" He stepped closer, gently cupping her face, and said, "Because you deserve stability, even before you ever met me. The world sees Cardi B, the superstar, but I see Belcalis, the mother, the fighter, the woman who loves hard." Stefon looked her in the eyes and said softly, "Even if we don't last, even if things fall apart tomorrow, you and your kids will never struggle again." Those words hit deeper than any mansion or trust fund ever could. Cardi broke down instantly, covering her face as she collapsed into his chest, shaking and sobbing uncontrollably. "You don't have to do this," she cried, voice trembling. "Nobody's ever loved me like this." Stefon held her close, whispering, "You've spent your whole life pouring into everyone else. It's time somebody pours into you." From a distance, the staff stood frozen, watching the moment unfold in silence. Nobody had ever seen Cardi cry like that. Not Grammy tears, not stress tears, not heartbreak tears. These were different, raw, pure, and real. Every ounce of pain she'd buried, the betrayal, the fear, the loneliness, all came flooding out at once. After what felt like forever, she finally looked up and whispered, "Why me, Steph? Why do you love me this much?" He smiled gently and said, "Because you're worth more than you'll ever admit to yourself." Later that night, he led her outside, and Cardi froze again. Floating on the infinity pool was a glowing platform covered in white roses, candles, and lanterns, with a violinist playing softly as a private chef prepared dinner. "This is too much," she said through tears. "I don't deserve all this." He smiled, brushing a tear from her cheek. "You deserve more than this. But tonight, I wanted to start somewhere." And that night, the world saw a side of Cardi B no one had ever seen before. Like, share, and subscribe to Star Watch for more jaw-dropping celebrity moments and untold stories that'll leave you speechless.